there's no bigger deal than your life. You know? Warmest greetings from Bangkok, Thailand tonight, people, and I'm gonna tell you a true story that a few minutes ago, right before I watched this video, I was gonna walk outside from the cafe that I'm working at right now at 2 a.m. and do a YouTube live rant about the same subject that this music video is about. Right before I was walking outside, at the peak of my bubblingness in my head, I clicked this video on YouTube. It just came up on my homepage, and I started watching the first few minutes, and I was like, oh my God, I need to just do a reaction video to this. As you know, a few weeks ago, I did the Lil Dicky and Chris Brown reaction video, and I was like, this is perfect. I combined this video with the rant that I was gonna do because it's the freaking same subject. And without further ado, Logic and Marshmello every day, people. It's the cut. I love this song. Of course, like all of you guys have been loving it. First things first, this video is gonna be part my story, part reaction to the video. I don't care. I don't care if you listen. I don't care if you believe me. I did work a corporate job for 2 years after college, okay? I did. Okay, first of all, of course we know what this video is about. Corporate guy, you know, he's feeling overworked and he's just like on that mission. He's like, you know, like Logic says in the video, he's like, I'm living my life, but am I doing it right? So the reason I was gonna do this rant and I was getting emotional tonight, I wanna do this rant is for the first time in my life, I am reading 25 stories in a row of people that applied to my internship to work with me on various projects, and they're sharing their story, and people want to work with me because they want they want the freedom life that I'm blessed to have. I've been a digital nomad the past 3 years. This was my dream, and I know this is all this sounds cliche, and it is. That's why I don't care if you listen. But I'm realizing how freaking lucky I am. And when I think deep about this, it just gets me choked up sometimes, but it's not easy to break out of the corporate job. It's not easy. I was lucky that I was able to break free when I was young, a couple years after college like I did. Let's get back to it for a bit. But am I doing it right? I'm trying to live my life. I remember I was in that cubicle environment. It was my dream to be out here, to be doing what I'm doing, being able to bounce around in Southeast Asia and just get my sales online and just be working in TomToms and Starbucks today like I did. Just, and then boom! Look what happens. See what I was saying? Birthdays go by. Halloween parties in the office. The time is flying by. And now look, he's old. Oh my God. He looks around. He says, I can't believe this shit. Slaved away over this bullshit. For what for? Is anybody coming with me in this place? Anyone? Anyone.
You, right there. Yeah, you. Come on, come with me.
So that's the first time that I read that part. And Logic is not touching on a light subject here. We only have one fucking life. And God, I was just this whole night, I'm just thinking how freaking lucky I am because I'm reading through 25 freaking intern applications here telling me their story that I just want to be a digital nomad. I just want to be free. I just want a little bit of passive income. 25 people freaking applied here, and I'm reading for the first time in my life 25 people's stories back to back about I am so hungry. I'm hungry to get this passive income so I can be free to do the things that are important in life. Whether that's stay home with my family, or whether that's do some traveling or get into some charitable work. Just a little bit of passive income so I can be locationally free and financially free. And I don't realize this every day, but I try to, I guess, just realize how blessed we are to just have a little bit of passive income. You know, I'm not rich out here making millions by any means, but just that little bit of passive income allows me to have the freedom of location and to basically live my life without slaving away. And so many will never get as lucky as we were, and they just didn't have the opportunities, or they just didn't have the people around them to make it happen. I know one of the hardest parts, I gave my talk at the Nomad Summit last year. One of the biggest keys to my success was being on a tag team with me and Parker. But not everyone has that. It's a huge thing. And living this digital nomad life, whatever you want to call it, for the past 3 years, it's like almost like we take it for granted now. But it's such a human problem in the modern day system that we have. Time just flies by, and after you get into a company that's like, you know, maybe not your dream job, but it's like good, it's okay, the years go by, and the more years that go by, the harder it is to get out of it. I know you guys are relating, and I know I'm just preaching to the choir right now, but I don't even know what my point is I guess the point is I just want to, you know, and today we had big meetings talking about doing more in the education space, helping people whatever way we can break free. You know, I was brainstorming ideas of coming up with a course of how to start living a nomadic lifestyle, how to start working remotely, how to start becoming a freelancer, how to start selling on Amazon. That's what we happen to specifically do. So that's a talking point that we can make videos about. Okay, let's go back.
Let's leave this place.
He's like
Have some fun, man.
talking to Marshmello.
This place is a shithole.
So this is as far as I've seen.
How about the rest of y'all? Oh, you're going down.
It's not easy to quit your corporate job. I've met some people out here in Southeast Asia, some entrepreneurs that did it,
Yeah, that's right.
and I've met a lot of people in the comments who they're trying. It's not easy.
It's going down. Shit. I want you to kill these fuckers.
See the crabs in the bucket. The crabs in the bucket. It's so hard. That's why every time I realize it's so hard, I just feel so blessed, and sometimes I don't feel worthy. I'm just too lucky or something. They're done. They're sick and tired. One of the things you guys know, you have to be sick and tired of being sick and tired. And me doing my outside sales job for Comcast for 2 years outside of college, I was just so burnt out. So burnt out, I was sick and tired. I couldn't even get out of my car. And I was like, that's it. Okay, Logic, you know, you're showing off here at this point. You're showing off your rapping skills. To the mainstream who maybe not know you, they only know Marshmello. I get it. I get it what you're doing here. Smart move, can't blame it. Now he's balling. Now he's living that life. You know what I'm saying? You know? He's in the club, he's got the Lambo, he's got the bitches, and he's with his crew. So now he's portraying the opposite of before, the exact opposite. This right here in the club with the Lambo is living that life. Or like, what would you guys describe it? Living that life, living the dream. That's exactly where the name for this YouTube channel came from. I don't know where it came from. It's just it's a hip hop slang term for the goal, right? For the goal, like growing up a hip hop head, of course, I always thought like the dream was like Birdman and Lil Wayne, or like P. Diddy or something like that. Living with your crew, doing whatever the fuck you want, whenever the fuck you want, wherever the fuck you want, doing dope shit. That is just living that life. And so, this is so freaking crazy. After me and Parker took a trip to Thailand in 2013, we were like, this is my little mini story here, guys, for non-subscribers. We were like, that was way too short. Let's just go live abroad for a year, bro. Let's just go live abroad for a year. So we made our mission. We got a 1-bedroom studio apartment. I slept on the couch for a year. We started watching YouTube. Did not hook up TV. No cable TV. Only YouTube streaming. Started watching videos on Thailand. Found Johnny FD's podcast and blog about doing digital nomad things, doing e-commerce, drop shipping. And we're like, dude, done deal. Got into it. Now that's what we're doing. And obviously it's not easy. In any business, it takes a little bit of luck with product, with timing, with who you know, with funding. But we just put our dream into YouTube, and that's my little story. YouTube has changed my life. It got me out here, and now it's changing my life again by affecting thousands around the world. And it's freaking crazy. And I've met a lot of subscribers that have came to the Nomad Summit because of my videos, or largely because of the videos. And, you know, just this past weekend, we were in the club popping bottles. You know, not a club like this, but or not dressed like that or anything like that. But we were able to take a 4-day weekend because it was Thai New Year holiday. We were able to take a four-day weekend. And just the little things, like being able to take a 3-day weekend whenever you want, 4-day weekend whenever you want. So those little things that I still try to appreciate, and I do appreciate, but I need to appreciate more. And that's why I want to do this rant, and hopefully this will inspire a couple people. Hopefully this will not inspire, because you're already inspired by watching this, but by watching my channel, be subscribed to my channel at least. Today is my day, you know? I hate to be cliche, but today is my day. How many of us are saying that? I remember being you guys. All of these 25 interns that are applying to be an intern to work with me, I remember they want to be me because I wanted to be Johnny FD in YouTube. He's one of the biggest YouTubers, and he's the one that put on the conference that got me and Parker out to Chiang Mai October 2014. We so wanted to be Johnny, living out there in Thailand, just wearing a tank top, just in his laptop, and just working out there in Chiang Mai. I wanted to be him so bad, and now people are applying to work with me because they want to be me. They want to have a little bit of part of this. And I'm just like, oh my God. I still do remember like it was yesterday. I was sleeping on the couch. I was eating cereal. I was chopping up the bananas to put in the cereal in the granola. Sitting on the couch watching YouTube. No TV. That was a life changer. Just saying, that's one of my top 5 life hacks. Cut your cable. I worked for Comcast. I didn't sign myself up for cable TV. And it's just, there's no bigger deal than your life. You know, there's no bigger deal than your life. Everything is your life. It's amazing that we have the amount of freedom that we do to be able to break free, but it's also amazing how hard it can be after we get to a certain point to break free. And like I said, me and Parker were lucky to break free before we had a house and freaking serious relationships and kids and stuff and serious position at a job. We just had pretty much entry positions at jobs. Parker worked at a hotel, and I was just a salesperson at corporate Comcast, okay, in Seattle. And gosh, I just had to let this out. I was gonna do it before I even watched this video. And then this video came on, bro. Let's get back to the video. New necessary TED Talk. And great story about a guy who was doing his corporate safe, secure job for some years, and then had the guts to quit and go do something that was meaningful and something that was more aligned with his true self. But it took an epiphany in his life to realize that, oh my gosh, what I'm doing, is not aligned with my true self. Maybe I should, make the sacrifice, take the pay cut, take a risk, go and create something. By the way, I'm gonna be seeing Marshmello in Bangkok a couple weeks from now. Funny story. We just saw DJ Snake Raven last weekend in Songkran. Watch my video. Hey, Marshmello, living out our dreams. This is insane. This is insane. I can't believe that we're living out our, Marshmello in, oh, we had a flashback. He had a flash forward. Yes, you have to have that fear.
Young man, did you have a nice little
Dream? Dreams aren't real.
doing? Every single day, it's the same thing. We try to get you to focus. Fuck up! Get out of my face. All you constantly do is berate me. You made me work on Christmas, on my birthday. I'm like the hardest working person here. Jesus Christ. You wouldn't even let me visit my Aunt Keisha when she got her leg amputated. Shit. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck your ass.
Yes. If any of you guys do that, please film it with like a hidden GoPro or something. I will post it on this channel. I promise. If anyone does that, quits like that, I mean, you probably shouldn't quit like that. It's not very nice. But if you do, if you want to, I will post it on this channel. If you guys have any quitting stories, let me know in the comments. I would love to interview some good quitting stories because that is one of the hardest parts. I get it. I know. It was easier for me to quit than most people because I just had a sales job. I didn't have like a managerial responsibilities thing. Those are hard to leave. So anyone who's done that, let me know in the comments and let me know. Whoo, man, I was driving a Ford Taurus. I was driving a fucking red piece of shit Buick around neighborhoods in the greater Seattle area, knocking on doors. And do you know another ironic part about the title, I work hard every mother freaking day, yay, 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 is twofold. One, we work hard so later we don't have to work hard, right? That's why people work hard. Secondly, it's not just about working hard these days. And tons of entrepreneurs say that. You've all heard work smart instead of hard. Better to work smart than work hard. Work smart and hard. But it really is about working smart, and I that would have been dope if Logic was like, I work smart every motherfucking day, yay, yay, yay. So that is a big shift in a lot of people's minds, like for, all you YouTube watchers out there, YouTube fans out there. That's a lot of shift for people going from, oh yeah, it's not about working hard to find my dreams, it's about working more smart. Me, of course, every digital nomad and tons of entrepreneurs, fans of Tim Ferriss, talks about working smart with a good plan instead of working around the clock, overworking. Sometimes we need to correct and look at the big picture and then correct our trajectory. For example, last month I was in Bali and they had their New Year's Day is a silent day. You can't even leave your hotel. There's the lights are off, no one in the whole city. And it's a day for meditation and self-reflection, to reflect on yourself as a human being, how you've been to yourself, how you've been to other people, the trajectory that your life is going. And then in the new year, hopefully correct that and go towards where you're actually trying to go, and as far as your life and as far as who you want to be as a person. So, oh wow, if this little rant, made a couple people think about the trajectory that's happening, maybe they don't even realize it, then hey, it was worth it to come down here and get even sweatier and jumping around. I'm gonna be jumping around to that song in a couple weekends here in Bangkok with Marshmello live, which is crazy. Shouts out to Logic, shouts out to Marshmello. You guys made a banger, of course, and of course he's I like it, guys. You know, and some people just addressing the ends, that end imagery right there, with this guy is supposedly rich. The opposite of being stuck at your 9 to 5 is being rich and free. And if you're not a fan of if you want to be an entrepreneur and you want to be free locationally, if you want travel to be a part of your life, especially, and if you want to be an entrepreneur, get the 4-hour work week. If you haven't already, people, the 4-hour work week, get it on audiobook or regular book. But that will open your mind to, oh yeah, nowadays you don't need to have $1 million in the bank to have the experiences that only we perceive as millionaires being able to have. For example, in my life, I get to eat out 3 meals a day. I've never had to cook. I've cooked maybe a handful of times over the last 3.5 years of my life. It's because we live in affordable countries like Thailand and Vietnam and Philippines and Bali out here, That one little aspect of not having to cook, being able to just go into restaurants and eat local food that's delicious, makes me feel rich. Being able to go to another country, take flights, take dozens of flights a year, makes me feel rich. Being able to wake up on my own schedule and get to work on my own schedule and do slow mornings if I want. Do some yoga in my room real slow every Monday. And then get into my workout clothes right away. No dressing up. I wear whatever I want. Usually I'll get straight into my workout gear because I go to work out in the afternoon, straight from the cafe or co-working space, whatever I'm doing in whatever city that I'm based. So this turned into more of a podcast with myself, but hit me up. I'm daily, every day on Instagram stories. I started off Snapchat vlogging my first year out here in Chiang Mai. When I was in Chiang Mai the first year, I was daily Snapchat vlogging. And then I decided, all right, I got to take this professional. I got a Canon G7X. I started making official YouTube edits every week. And that's kind of how my YouTube channel started. Just being out here and being like, whoa. Like, wow, we're making like a couple $1,000 online between me and Parker. Like, wow, we can stay out here. It's only like $1,000 a month to live out here, pretty good. Be able to eat out, have a motorbike, have CrossFit, go to Starbucks, get coffee. Just doing a little online marketing. And for people new to this channel, one of the main messages that I want to get out on this whole channel is there's more people than you think living the digital lifestyle or digital nomad lifestyle or travelpreneur lifestyle or tropical MBA, whatever you want to call it. There's more people than you think out here doing what I'm doing. I'm just happen to be a creative person my whole life. I've been creating and recording, including music and comedy, my whole life. Now I'm just doing the video thing. And so I'm just the person that shares it. Not everyone is a blogger who is working remotely. And someone shared me an article, like by 2020, they say 50% of people will be working remotely. So get excited. Everyone has this dream, I feel like, that they want to travel the world. Traveling the world is like the dream. Like, that is my dream. Someday I'm going to travel the world. And there's a lot of people that are doing it slowly, working in different cities for a few months at a time. Whether it's freaking Portugal, whether it's Thailand, Costa Rica, Mexico, Colombia, freaking Eastern Europe, all over the world. Anyways, that's one of the things I want people to know. That's the cut, though. At the end of the day, that's the cut. I work hard every motherfucking day. Yeah. All right, links below to read my everything. Links below to everything. Thank you guys if you guys watched this whole thing. I mean, I don't even care. If people didn't watch, I don't care. I'm just here sharing. I was gonna do this before this video. That was crazy. Like a lot of people in this intern application thing, they're like, yo, this internship that you posted on YouTube came with the perfect point in my life. It's like so synergistic or so apropos. It just fucking came right into alignment. I know a lot of you guys believe in, you know, law of attraction and secret and that kind of stuff, which in hindsight, yeah, that's how I got here, of course. Me and Parker wanted this so bad. We wanted to quit our job so bad. But us living in that one-bedroom apartment, we just had that synergistic energy just bubbled up to the point where we were like, boom, we're putting the Nomad Summit on our calendar and we're going. We're going October 7th, 2014. So earlier in the year, we put that on the calendar. We're like, we're quitting by that day. We're saving up our money. Now, I don't recommend that you quit your job just willy-nilly, but I'm just sharing my story. That's what we did. So let me plug, I guess, the Nomad Summit. I don't own the summit, but the guy who got me out to this part of the world in the first place, Johnny FD, founded the Nomad Summit. It's for entrepreneurs who love to travel, nomadic entrepreneurs, whatever. It's about travel and online marketing, and it's a conference. It's every January in Chiang Mai, Thailand, which is also hailed as the digital nomad capital. There's so many co-working space. This is a co-working space, by the way, here, kind of over there. There's tons of co-working spaces. Like, this is the future of work, they're saying, you know? Anyways, if you want to meet me, like, I invite all you guys straight up to take a weekend, take a few days, take a week, take a couple weeks, quit your job indefinitely, and come out to the Nomad Summit, January 2019. That's what got me started. So I'm just sharing my story. Logic, hit me up. I guess Marshmello, hit me up. Definitely Marshmello, hit me up. I'll see you. I'll be the dude in the crowd like this in a couple weekends. See you in Bangkok. Peace, guys. Love. Feel free to subscribe. Give it a 2-year trial. You can unsubscribe after that.